I want to finally say that this has really been a labor of love for me and my family and everyone who's been helping us. You know, I've been doing this for 23 years. When I started, imagine, you know, being a 35-year-old doctor going up to provide the first briefing to the CIA director on this. It's hard. You know, but I get emotional thinking about this meeting. Excuse me. But the CIA director, at the end of the meeting, looked at me and he said, you know, this should be disclosed. And because I'd given him a briefing, a set of action points that I also provided in the briefing for President Obama. And I said, we really need to get this under control. And I said, we need your help in disclosing this. And he looked at me, he says, well, Dr. Greer, how do we disclose that which we have no access or control over? Because the president and the CIA director, the head of intelligence joint staff, the head of the Defense Intelligence Agency, all had been denied access to this information after they made inquiries through the proper channels. And yet here I am with a document from the 90s. That's the first document in the briefing for Obama. I did not have this at the time I put the briefing together for President Clinton. And this document, if you want to pull it up, is an NRO document dated July 1991. And this document is from the National Reconnaissance Office, the office that runs the super secret spy satellites. And in it, it lists a whole, and this was not declassified, but I won't say how I acquired it. I have a number of these. But look at the first few, oh, it's not up there. Okay, well, anyway, but the first few compartments: Royal Ops, Cosmic Ops, Maj Ops for Majestic, Magi Ops, Comic, it's intelligence. Then it goes through an Air Force Office's Special Investigations, then a whole bunch of project code numbers, and then it gets down to some very interesting things. Pahut Mesa Military Operating Center, that's the really super secret area that's out at Nellis. People call it Area 51. Nobody in the business calls it that, by the way. Sally Corridor, Groom Lake, which has an underground facility that build anti-gravity devices based on human research as well as studying extraterrestrial reverse engineered objects. Dreamland Military Operating Center, Dreamland. That's a real place. Ground Star, Blackjack Team. Now, Blackjack Control is actually at Edwards Air Force Base near the Lockheed Skunk Works facility. Roulette Team, on and on. This is what you call actionable intelligence. And when I provided this document to an admiral, he recognized one of the compartments. And he called them up. And this is the head of intelligence for the Joint Chiefs of Staff. And he said, I want to be read into this project. Read into means briefed. And the contractor, it's all done by corporate contractors, said to the admiral, yes, sir, we know who you are, but you do not have a need to know. And he said, damn it, I'm the head of intelligence for the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States. How can I not have a need to know? They said, sir, we cannot and will not discuss this with you further. And they hung up on him and blocked his line. By the time astronaut Ed Mitchell and I and some of our disclosure witnesses got to his office in 1997, it was a mixture of anger and fear, because here you have prima facie evidence of what Eisenhower warned us about, that the military-industrial complex would get out of control and be a threat to our democracy. I have had too many meetings like this with members of the Senate Intelligence Committee, like Dick Bryan of Nevada, whose home state houses these facilities, who also made inquiries and was told nothing. And it goes on and on and on. And this is why I have concluded that the transformation of this mess is unlikely to come from the office of the president or from Congress or from the old media. It's going to come from you. It's going to come from people coming forward to tell the truth about what they know. It's going to be us making contact peacefully and going into space together. And it's going to be us, not Lockheed, not my uncle's old company, Northrop Grumman, not SAIC, not these big corporate beltway bandits. Those folks are not going to bring these technologies out. But if we band together as a people, we will, and we'll create a new civilization and a world of our dreams. Thank you, and God bless you.